Okay, so this is basically for a buddy of mine who is having some problems with the Capra Demon DSR07. So this is just a playthrough. I got your halibut up to +5. I got the Havel's ring. I'm gonna make a video. Actually, I already made a video on how to get the Havel's ring. So I just killed the gargoyles, got the basement key, and I'm just ringing the bell here. And I'm showing you a couple of things here. When you are playing online, the cool thing about this game is that anybody who rings this bell that's within a wide area can hear this bell. So it's pretty cool when you're playing your game and you hear this bell going off in the background, then you know somebody online has been successful. And that's one of the reasons why I'm showing this video. Now in the patch 106, they don't give you a homeward bone. So I already have a couple on me, and I'm sending this off to the last bonfire just so I can level up the halberd and a couple other slots, like my endurance and my vitality. Just by the way, this is Gilf69 on the PlayStation Network. I'm playing on the Xbox 360 because I had a hard time hooking up my whole pog up to the PlayStation, but it came very easy onto the Xbox for some reason. So I'm gonna look into that because I have a lot more characters on the PlayStation Network. Okay, so here I am just trying to figure out with the Havel's gear, with the Havel's ring, when I can roll nice. Now DSR, when you wear the Havel's ring, it shows you a more equipment burden that you can have. You want to be at 24.9% of the equipment burden to be able to roll really nicely. And as you can see now, I'm rolling semi-fat roll is what it's called. So I am going to, in the future, get a lighter armor set. Now what I'm doing here is I'm using as much humanity as I can to get up to 10 humanity. And I'm showing right there where the drop item, the item discovery, now it goes up to 10. When you have 10 humanity on you, then you have a 210% drop item. Now you can raise this by wearing another ring up to 410, but just for now I want to raise it up to 210, so the enemies that I kill will have a greater chance of dropping their weapons or their armor or their shield, whatever the case is. So that's what I'm doing right here. So it just shows you now I'm at full 210. Now it's playing with fire. If you're not comfortable with this game and you're dying a lot and you're having a hard time getting to your bloodstain, then you don't want to play with this 210 and 10 humanity thing. But when you do feel comfortable and you have, this game gets a lot better when you upgrade your weapons, and it gets even easier when you upgrade your armor and your Estus Blast. If you notice, I'm at +2. And DSR, when you upgrade your Estus Blast, all it means is every time you use an Estus Blast, you get more of a regeneration on your health bar. So I'm just showing you the crossbow, just to aggro the guys to get them towards me on this end, so they're not. Takes them a couple of seconds to turn around. So the point of all this is just to get back to the dragon bridge, the Drake, and I'm going to use the basement key, and I'm going to go towards the Capra. I'm hitting the bonfire here, just to stop anybody from chasing me. This is kind of sloppy play, so I had to put this together in one night. Now DSR, I remember you were telling me that you're having a hard time understanding about this dragon and why it keeps on coming back. Well, when you're running across the bridge, it hears you, so it comes from whatever end it left. And it always leaves on that far end, so it's now behind me, and I'm trying to run, And I know the further I get away, the less damage I'm going to take. But for some reason, he went back to back and he actually chased me. So I was quite lucky here that I didn't die. But I took it. I ran. And I ran. Now here's the Undead Berg. Now I also want to tell you, DSR, when you hit a ladder, I'm not too sure if you usually the controller, but if you press the B button on the ladder, you get to slide down nice and quickly. And this helps out just for the time purposes, because I know you like to videotape a lot of your sessions. So here's a couple of quick tips. If you go up here, you can get back to the bonfire. That was in the Undead Berg. This is actually a really good thing to do if you're not familiar with this area, because if you do die below, you don't end up back at the bridge with the dragon. You end up at this bonfire. Throughout my videos here, I try and do a lot of parrying. I'm pretty weak at it. I normally am not, but for some reason, I'm just pretty weak at it. So if you notice there, DSR, when you're running with the halberd and you press your right bumper, your R1 button, you do a running smashing down on your weapon, and this gives you crazy amount of damage. Just showing you here's a quick way of getting down. Also wanted to point out again, if you hold your weapon in two hands, you get a 50% extra bonus on the damage meter. So if you wear heavy armor and you're rolling slowly, it's okay you take a hit or two, because you're going to get 50% extra damage. Now here's a good little trick here. If you haven't opened the doors yet, I lucked out on killing that dog, you can actually kill the first two ninjas that are in the doorway. You see how you did the running, and then R bumper, and it does this attack like that. So it's a fantastic weapon. I tried to luck out by hitting him through the wall, but it didn't work out the first time. So I'm gonna run into the thief's gear. I did not bother going back for the twin humanities at the back with the torch guys, because I'm okay on humanity. And these guys, when you get your weapon up to +5, they're no problem at all with the halberd. Actually, this is quite an easy level. They can parry you, and when they do successfully parry you, they actually hop over your head and jump onto your back and slice your throat. And if you have, if your vitality is not doing, if it's not at 20 or 18, they can actually one-shot you if you have a low vitality. So I found the thief's mask and the thief armor, and now you're going to see the Havel's ring come into effect. So I can wear all this stuff. I'll go back up to the night gauntlets because I know it's a little bit heavier, but I can get away with rolling really quickly. Now, I'm just showing you that you can go in there and die right away, or you can listen to what I said, and you're going to go up to that zombie woman, the old dead woman merchant. And this is pretty much, this is, you know how I told you how you can summon people to help you in the game? Well, if you're playing offline, or if you can't find any summoning signs, this is your next best thing. And I cannot recommend this anymore. Is you buy the fire resin, and this will apply fire to your weapon, and it will upgrade it and do probably 30-35% extra damage. And you're going to see, I buy 5 of them because I know where I'm going, I'm going to need a couple. And usually it only takes you 1 or 2 fire resins in the Capra Demon if you use the stairs to your left. Now, I told you to run in and you go for the stairs, but there's kind of a trick. You don't necessarily want to step in the fog and run right to the stairs because there's these dogs. But there is an opening on the right side of the Capra Demon. If you run to the right side of the Capra Demon, then run around them. Now, I'm just showing you, if you were online, this is where you'd see summoning signs. So I'm clearing my my hot box, and I'm applying the fire resin. And you're going to see me run to the right of the Capra Demon and then up the stairs, and you're going to see me use this over and over again to my advantage. And you turn around. I notice the Capra's coming at me, so you want to fall down to the ground and you want to kill those dogs ASAP. Now they keep on stunning me, but I got away with one hit, and that's it. One hit took two of them out. So I use my flask, do a chopping attack, almost missed them. And I'm pretty much playing with fire. Usually I want to keep on doing this. One or two hits down here, and then roll backwards up the steps. And this is how you kill the Capra Demon in a nutshell. And as you can see, look at that halberd. It's just crazy. So there you go, DSR. And anybody who's watching this video and having a really hard time with the Capra Demon, offline, online, whatever, in zombie form. So there you go, buddy. So now that you got the depths key, you're on to the next big thing. What you're going to be finding down here is a lot. This is a really big stage, but the most important thing you can find down here is your large ember. This will make your weapon go from +5 to +10, and you find it actually quite early on, just past these doors. So I'm just showing you here. Boom, down the steps, and away you go to your next mission. So I hope this really helps, buddy. Don't stop doing those Dark Soul videos. I really want to see you progress in this game.